मैं
Fantastic
अटक रहा
episode
हूँ ना
today.
मैं अटक रहा हूँ ना
It's Yash's internet. It's not you.
जीवन में के पॉडकास्ट में
ठीक है
जीवन में के पॉडकास्ट में
जीवन में इसी बात पे शुरू करते हैं Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Pineapple Sheera, where Yash, Shwetansh and Tanishka pretend to identify as teenagers and give you opinions. Today we'll be talking about self-help. One of the three people clearly needs help on this podcast. And stay tuned, watch the whole episode to know who that person is. इसी बात पे
कमेंट योर
तनिष्का,
गेसेस
yes, do comment. अभी से guess करके बताओ कि किसको self help की जरूरत है. हिंट है उसने ब्लैक पहना है. तनिष्का, go for it.
Oh,
Okay, bro.
lovely.
Yes.
safeguarding the 33% right there, Shwetansh taking a good political
No.
approach.
So guys, self help बताओ. What is self help? पहले तो let's discuss that. What according to you is self help?
According to me, I mean,
Hmm.
I've honestly read like one or two maybe self-help book. That also not pura, like 3-4 pages. That's it. लिया था to look cool on the counter when you take it from the store and you're like, I'm reading this, I'm gonna solve myself. And next
To
year
look
just you
cool,
make
there's
me.
only one book, Atomic Habits. वो ले लो,
No,
सबसे ज्यादा
dude,
cool
no.
लगोगे.
Dude, but people are not talking about that book that came out like I think 3 years ago, if I'm not wrong, 3 or 4 years ago. It was called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Oh,
The
villains.
best use of that book. And after that, I don't know why. So the whole idea of that book is ki, with all due respect to everybody, screw everybody. That's what the book is telling you to do. But
Sounds like a Punekar wrote it.
Yeah.
That's what the book is telling you to do, but just in more than 200, 300 pages. I don't know why, but that is the whole message. No, but so when it came out at the start, people were extremely impressed with the name of the book. Ki, oh, such a cool name, you know, like I feel so rad reading this and all that. So
And
people,
then you
lot of
realized
people,
कि author has followed the title. Sorry, continue.
yeah, he didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck about his own book.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically lots of people bought it. Like it was, I think, bestseller for like more than 2-3 months. People went on buying it. It was all over Instagram, all of that jazz. But actually, if you read it, there is nothing. Like if you go and read real reviews of people who are, you know, like very good readers and stuff like that, and वो micro analyze करते सब चीज, they like hated the book. They were like, इसमें से एक दो ऐसा चीज है nuggets that you can pick up, but other than that, there's literally nothing.
But it's still pretty famous. You can find it everywhere, like that book.
Yeah. Even
But
today,
तू बता what is the book about really? Give us some insight. मुझे नहीं पता किसका है.
तो क्यों उसको बोलने लगा रहा है कि I've not read it?
वही तो देखना है भाई.
पूरा तो
I
नहीं
want to know.
पढ़ा. I read it like 3-4 years ago. So I don't remember jack shit. But that's what like
Clearly you
gist
don't
of
give
it.
any F star CK. Nice.
I learned from it. Na.
पहले पेज में लिखा है don't give a fuck about anything. Tanishka is like done. Pick the book.
Done. Yeah.
Yes.
No, but
Continue.
you've not read any self-help book, right? You've not read any? Not one also.
Children's book don't count.
My self-help book was
बोल-
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
हाँ,
I've read
exactly.
every single book in that series. I used to love it as a kid.
Clearly, it has not helped at all. I'm talking
It
about
has.
a real.
No, it has. It has been
It has.
inspirational.
Yeah. Guess who's the Wimpy
Exactly.
Kid now? Woo.
बिल्कुल एकदम मचा रहा है.
But yeah, nahin, I haven't read self-help books. I've read finance books, but not self-help books. मेरे को पढ़ना था हमेशा से Atomic Habits और ये सब like the cliche self-help books. But आज तक पता नहीं, मौका नहीं मिला.
फाइनेंस में लास्ट पे आएंगे.
हाँ.
क्योंकि पैसे तो है नहीं. ठीक है. तो फिर मेरे को ये नहीं समझ रहा तुम पढ़ क्यों रहे हो फाइनेंस बुक. उसमें पहला स्टेप होता है पैसे लाओ, पैसे होने चाहिए, फिर तुमको बताएंगे फाइनेंस का मतलब कैसे मैनेज करना है. So everyone who's going to go buy a finance
Yeah, that's
book,
what
I'm
I'm
really
wondering.
wondering.
ऐसा कौन सा ऐसा कौन सा फाइनेंस बुक है जो तेरे को बोल रहा है तू तेरी वेल्थ बढ़ा, तू चोरी कर? Like,
भाई मैंने
आई
वो
थिंक
फाइनेंस बुक खरीदने के लिए ईएमआई निकाला था। कुछ बचा ही नहीं था
भाई
भाई जेब में। हाँ। ये मतलब आई डोंट नो लाइक अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल एक तो ऐसे ही स्टार्ट करते हैं सेल्फ हेल्प के लिए ना अपनी इंस्टाग्राम स्टोरी के लिए। बिकॉज वो जब ऐसा विंडो सिल पे बैठे हुए हैं, बाहर बारिश हो रही है, पानी की बूंद ट्रिकल डाउन हो रही है खिड़की पे, हाथ में कॉफी का मग है,
कॉफी के साथ।
तो एग्जैक्टली तो उसके साथ सेल्फ हेल्प बुक्स ही जाती है, राइट? यू कांट शो
Yeah.
एनी अदर बुक। इट कांट बी कि विद अ कॉफी यू आर रीडिंग पर्सी जैक्सन। इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट।
हैरी
यू
पॉटर।
हैव टू रीड मॉन्क हू सोल्ड हिज फरारी, ताकि यू ऐसा लगे कि तू बहुत इंटेलेक्चुअल बंदा या बंदी है। बट आई थिंक सेल्फ हेल्प बुक्स आर good, but it's only good when I think you have that mentality or you have that switch कि यार मेरे को actually कुछ करना है, मेरे को actually बदलना है और I want to
Yeah.
gain something from this, वैसा।
I think the most number of books like self-help books बिकती होंगी जनवरी में, because people are like अभी ये साल तो किल कर देंगे। They're looking
and
for anything that will fuel their like resolutions.
and साल के एंड में आके डायरी ऑफ ओलंपिक इट बिकती होगी। कसम करे क्या, रो बस बैठ के और क्या करो, साल खत्म हो गया।
नहीं dude, I think कि
Yeah.
ये सेल्फ हेल्प मतलब इमेजिन सेल्फ हेल्प एज अ जॉनर बियॉन्ड बुक्स, हाँ, और इवन लाइक वीडियोस और एंटरटेनमेंट। अगर मेडिसिन में सेल्फ हेल्प हो, या फिर हाँ, अगर मतलब से यू आर टीचिंग योरसेल्फ टू ड्राइव, how chaotic would the world turn? So I don't know how people can't understand कि what dude, ये ऐसे नहीं होता है सेल्फ हेल्प।
There was this thing on like article by Forbes on self-help books. Okay. So
हम्म
it said ki why it was specifically on why these things don't work. Like no
हम्म
self-help book is working for everybody. And it
हम्म
said that there is the placebo effect where if they already work, it is not because of the advice given in the self-help book, but because of the fact that people pay attention to something that they didn't pay attention to before. So basically, a self-help book is just coming to you telling you, अभी पागल पढ़ना, वो जाके पढ़ाई कर।
Yes.
भापड़िया हाँ बग का है। सेल्फ हेल्प क्या?
बस भाई बस,
बट
सेल्फ हेल्प दे ना दे, कोई तेरे को मराठी ग्रामर की बुक जरूर दे देगा।
या बट वही मतलब आई थिंक इट्स ऑल मेंटल, लाइक वो सब दिमाग का खेल
Yeah,
है, राइट?
dude.
दैट्स हाउ इवन प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट वर्क्स अभी।
It's all mental, dude. These people are all fucking mental.
या या
By the only thought in my head is the dads listening to this podcast are gonna go like, हाँ तो मैं क्या अलग बोल रहा था, मैं बोल रहा था उठ जाओ, सब दिख जाएगा, सब क्लियर हो जाएगा,
Yeah. No, but
पानी पी लो।
the self-help book that would sell most in India is a book written by a bunch of Indian parents, because it will only be of one page and two words which says drink water.
एंड फिर छोटा सा
नहीं,
साइड में एस्ट्रिक्स हो जाएगा कि 23 तक शादी भी कर लेना प्लीज। डन, सेल्फ
हाँ,
हेल्प। शादी शादी
सेल्फ
कर लो, सब
हेल्प,
सॉर्ट हो जाएगा।
Yeah.
हाँ,
गाइस आई डोंट नो।
Family
हाँ, guys, I don't know if you can
सब
tell,
ठीक हो जाए।
but me and Tanishka recently binge watched Indian matchmaking again. We really had
हाँ,
fun.
again,
If you guys are interested in such content, we could try and react to Indian matchmaking live while shooting an episode. So do let us know. But
We've micro-analyzed the show to a point where now there's nothing left to talk about of that, like on that show. Like हमने ऐसा निचोड़ के रख दिया उसको, उसमें
dude,
कुछ
हमने
है नहीं अभी बचा।
हमने एक बंदी के हाथ के नेल पेंट को माइक्रो एनालाइज किया है। मतलब तू बिलीव कर सकता है, इतना ध्यान से देखा है हमने शो।
मैंने वो 20-25 मिनट का एपिसोड देखने में 1.5 घंटा लगाया, तुमने आई कुड ओनली वॉच वन, मेरे में उतना ही पेशेंस था।
वो भी हम तेरे लिए फास्ट जा रहे थे। 5-6 जोक्स हम दोनों ने
Yeah.
छोड़े ताकि तेरे को नॉर्मल लगे और तू देख सके एपिसोड।
I will, I think I will sort of set the tone for what Tanishka would want to say. I'll anyways, because I read a lot or I pretend to read a lot. I'm gonna have some interesting books and book covers to show you all as the center
Yeah.
of this segment. But more importantly, I'm gonna start with what Reddit has to say on self-help. ठीक है? तो on in general how search engine works is search engine तू कुछ ढूंढने के बाद तू एक्सपेक्ट करता है तेरे को जवाब देगा, चाटा मारेगा नहीं। तो
चांटा
उसको
मारेगा
पूछेगा
मतलब?
तो उसको पूछेगा 2/2 + 2 कितना होता है? 4। वो बोलेगा 4। वो ऐसे नहीं बोलेगा ए 7वीं फेल, तेरे को मैथ्स नहीं आता है क्या? है ना? बट
हाँ,
रेडिट इज लाइक दैट।
करेक्ट
रेडिट पे
करेक्ट।
जाके
Yeah.
सर्च कर
अगर रेडिट को
सेल्फ
एक्सप्लेन
हेल्प।
करना होता तो ऐसे ही करते, 100%। ग्रेट।
ये उधर ऐसे सजेस्टेड लिस्ट ऑफ चैनल्स आता है, व्हाटएवर थ्रेड्स। हाँ, पहला सेल्फ हेल्प, दूसरा सेल्फ हेल्प बुक्स, तीसरा सेल्फ हेल्प टॉक्स, चौथा सेल्फ हार्म। हाँ। अरे भाई, ये क्या हो रहा है? और आई शॉक्ड, सो आई क्लिक्ड ऑन इट। उसके आगे लिखा था सेल्फ हार्म हेल्प।
वाओ।
क्या बात होती है
Self
ऐसे?
harm.
तो हेल्पिंग सेल्फ हार्म लिखो ना, तो उधर ऐसे ही लग रहा है सेल्फ हेल्प सेल्फ हेल्प सेल्फ हार्म। व्हाट? तुम क्रोनोलॉजी क्या फॉलो कर रहे हो? और यूजर कोई सेल्फ हेल्प ढूंढने है, तुम उसको सेल्फ हार्म सजेस्ट कर
Dude,
रहे हो?
it's like I'm
व्हाट इज
imagining a conversation.
रेडिट एल्गोरिथम? डूड,
Imagining a conversation between two people, just like, shit, यार, self help पढ़ लिया, अभी self harm करने का मन हो रहा है because I feel miserable about myself. अरे लेकिन अभी इसको undo कैसे करने का है? Self harm help हो जाएगा.
the next one is even better.
Hmm.
It is like it is a summing up of all that Reddit has to say about self-help. Most of the self-help books are quote meeting that could have been an email of books, except it's a book that could have been a blog post.
This is such a nice description, dude. Like I said, right, in the subtle art वाला book also, उसने एक ही चीज लिखा है, बस उसको 300 पेज में डाला है.
पानी पियो।
Again, the
उसने से
second
वो
grade
लिख।
me is thinking from a different perspective. उसको किताब लिखना था कि punishment. But ठीक है. And then there is again some special mentions of some books that are, please don't read The Secret. We don't need more people in the world who will tell people with very real and very complicated problems that positive thinking will fix it. And I like this comment because मेरे को 7th grade में ऐसा सेल्फ मतलब द सीक्रेट का डॉक्यूमेंट्री बिठा के रूम में अंधेरा करके दिखाया गया था, which to some extent I still agree to, but this is very real. अगर मेरे को हेयर फॉल हो रहा है, thinking positive is really not gonna help. Like not to any extent.
Also, like, also, I don't know, but lots of books have this particular line, like very generic line. Books kya yaar? Like you find random quotes also, where it just says, "You can become anything you put your mind to. I cannot." What is this?
The issue is I
What
cannot
is
put my mind to one thing, so I'm already nothing.
okay? We are
Welcome
like
to
even
ADHD
there.
Anonymous.
But like, dude, let's be real, dude. Like, अभी एक इंसान को बल्ब बनाने का था, उसने बनाया. सब नहीं बना सकते हैं कुछ नया. Some people are
हाँ,
just like meant to be like doing what they're doing. ऐसा अभी if you tell people, if you tell a 15-year-old कि you can become anything you put your mind, you're just gaslighting the person. You're manipulating them. There is nothing encouraging about this.
Oh my God.
हाँ, वो बोल रहा है मेरे को
So,
ड्राइंग करना तो पसंद है पापा। अरे हाँ, तू बना ना, लाइट बल्ब से ड्रॉ कर और फिर उसी से लाइट बल्ब बना, वो कर सकता है तू, यू कैन डू
there
इट।
is
अरे बट मैं
nothing
आर्ट
encouraging
स्टूडेंट हूँ।
about this.
बोल रहे कि तू कुछ भी बन सकता है। हाँ, बट वो ब्रैकेट में एक्चुअली उधर अंडर रिटन है तू येड़ा बन चुका है। ये बुक खरीद के। और आई थिंक सेल्फ हेल्प ऑथर्स आर काइंड ऑफ ऑन दैट रोल कि वो खुद कोई सेल्फ हेल्प बुक पढ़ के आया है और उसने बोला अब मैं सबको येड़ा बनाएगा। एंड देन इज
गाइस,
लाइक ओके चलो।
लोग क्या अमेजिंग टेक अवे लेंगे इस एपिसोड से, बहुत जोरदार। अपन मिल के पूरी एक जनरेशन की वाट लगा रहे हैं कि तुम भूल जाओ। जिसको हेल्प सेल्फ हेल्प से प्लेसिबो भी हो रहा था वो भी चले गया।
No,
सही
but
भाई.
you know the marriage thing that you said कि Indian parents अगर self help book लिखेंगे तो उसमें लिखेंगे drink water and get married before 24. Finish. That is the self help book, right? So if you don't realize, Ranbir Kapoor kind of did the same thing. Man needed therapy. He got Alia Bhatt. He like शादी करो बच्चा करो. खुश
And then he released Animal.
because
So clearly it does not work.
then he released Animal. He really needs real help.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
हाँ
what a
exactly.
graph the man
Love
has
how
had.
we are mentioning real help अलग है, self help अलग है. भाई लोग सुन लो और लिख लो. ठीक है.
और
But
रणवीर
anyways,
कपूर को जो
someone.
हेल्प चाहिए वो अलग है. हाँ बोल.
हाँ
वो
भाई.
बीवीपी में वो क्लियरली बीवीपी नहीं दे पा रही है, बेटी भी नहीं दे पा रही है. So I really
हाँ.
don't know where it's going wrong.
Tanishka, what have you got for us today from the interesting realm of internet?
So I follow this page. I don't know if you guys do, but I follow this page on Instagram, which is called Disappointing Affirmations. And I've picked out 5 that I really like. So the first one says, and we can discuss, okay, like if you have anything to say on each one of it. The first one says, just because you can doesn't mean that you should, but you're going to anyway because you never
Huh.
fucking learned.
Arranged marriage, bhai. Arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Then the second one says, you're doing the best you can, which is kind of embarrassing.
Dude. 90% of the corporate employees.
Yeah. And the next one says, this too shall pass, which I think in itself, this one is like too overused now. What do you guys think? I feel like it's like everybody कुछ भी हो जाए, कोई भी context है, this too shall pass is just used anywhere, like shoved anywhere. So it says,
हाँ
this
मतलब
too
तेरे को
shall
कभी
pass.
एक ये क्या
Sounds like
बोलते हैं
male ego to me.
What do
हाँ
you
बोल
say?
बोल बोल. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि कभी ऐसे कोई ऐसे रिकवरी रील किसी को बनानी ना किसी के लिए, यू नो, ओ बू टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ, दिस टू शैल पास, यू विल ऑलवेज बी ग्रेट,
Yeah,
ऐसा ऐसा.
yeah.
यही लाइन यूज होती है हर जगह ऐसा.
Yeah. So it says, this too shall pass. And then some other bullshit will come and take its place. It never fucking ends.
True.
But yeah, speaking on this, people like exactly right. They can never be कि अच्छा अब खराब फेज शुरू हो गया, अब एकदम सब परफेक्ट होगा. There'll always
Yeah,
be ups and
yeah.
downs and either left
Yeah.
and right and सब चलता रहेगा. तो people need to be
Exactly.
take that into account and then proceed accordingly. This too shall pass and this too shall come again. So that's how it is.
Coming from someone who gets off from Virar Fast and goes on to get into a best bus.
And every time I'm like, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Every time
Yeah.
I'm smelling someone's armpits, I'm like, this too shall pass. This too shall.
Before I pass out, let it pass.
Yeah.
So first is not a self-help books, like a book series, but it's more interestingly what I think is one of the most interesting assumptions by an author that my books will sell, and he's gone crazy. The author's name is Chris Ferry, and the books are Quantum Physics for Babies, General Relativity for Babies, Organic Chemistry for Babies, Rocket Science for Babies, Astrophysics for Babies, Neural Networks for Babies, Nuclear Physics for Babies, Evolution for Babies, Newtonian Physics for Babies. And
Yash,
these are actual books which are like small and which like very visually and very simply explain how it works. So maybe babies can understand it, but why?
Yash, you know, you mock
Exactly, dude.
Chris Ferry on a podcast, but let me tell you that his customer base is also on this podcast because I would totally buy such books and I would thoroughly enjoy them. I would read them, I would look at the pictures and I would enjoy them. तो sold, dude. मेरे को लेना है actually. अगर ये इंडिया में मिलता है सस्ते में तो please, someone please gift it to me. Guys, followers, someone. थोड़ा पैसा
First
देके.
few episodes we are asking for super thanks. Now Shwetansh is asking for baby books.
Yeah, now
We're
this
really
all the
progressing.
like अभी तो कुछ subtle वटल नहीं, अभी there's no shame only. Now you directly ask.
नहीं भाई, but मांगना है तो कुछ अच्छा मांग लो ना. Tomorrow he's going over some I don't know pacifier on the Amazon and he's like color अच्छा लगा ले दो please.
अरे बट आई वांट टू नो व्हाट क्वांटम फिजिक्स इज यार. जनरल रिलेटिविटी क्या है समझने का है ना यार. ऐसे ही समझेंगे. आई एम अ बेबी यार.
ये 3 सेकंड का रील बनेगा
आई एम अ
और इसको मैं
बेबी.
लूप पे चलाऊंगा बस. So the first
Yeah.
book, here it is, guys. It's now gonna pop on your screens. It is called How to Survive Robot Uprising. Tips on
What?
defending yourself against the coming rebellion. Huh.
Ooh.
And it's like the first two words, like first two lines in the blurb is like, how do you spot a robot mimicking a human? How do you recognize and deactivate a rebel servant robot? How do you escape a murderous smart house or evade a swarm of marauding robot flies? Huh. This dude has taken a robot taking over the world very seriously. He's living in some Android 25
But one
version.
second. The funny part is he's written this in 2005. You bring this dude in 2023 where we had ChatGPT take over
Ah.
the world. He'll go crazy, dude.
No,
Guys, if
we'll
ChatGPT had a
visualize.
face, he would look like the robot on the book cover. Come on.
Yeah,
That's who ChatGPT is.
yeah, it's like a robot with laser eyes and all. But
Yeah.
I think what this author will face now that I realize कि उसको book लिख के भी 20 साल हो गया है, will
वही
be
तो.
what we talked about back in the episode मिर्गी का दौरा.
यार लेकिन 2005 में इज रिटन दिस यार. तब तो फोन मतलब ऐसा 2 इंच का स्क्रीन आता था और 10 इंच का कीपैड आता था तब फोन में. ऐसा हालत था फोन का. लाइक
I really don't
ऑलरेडी
know, guys.
अपराइजिंग हो चुका है उसके लिए तो रोबोट्स का. इफ ही
But I
कम्स
don't
टू.
understand when people are worried about GDP, how to live a life, नीट का एग्जाम क्रैक कैसा करे, जेई क्रैक कैसा करे, इंजीनियर बनने का है, जॉब नहीं है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है. His biggest worry was how to survive
Guys,
this
I think you
robot
can say
uprising.
कि I think you can say Go Goa Gone was inspired by this movie.
Correct. The next
But
book is
would you
gonna be
buy
even.
एक second to before you go to the next book, would you buy such a book, guys?
No.
Yes, would you?
Probably yes, probably.
Exactly, even I
Me
would.
think
Yeah.
हो गया तो कभी काम नहीं
हाँ.
आया वो तो
I
पता है
would
नहीं
just
हो रहा
call
है.
both of y'all.
Can you imagine, guys, कि तुम बुक खोलोगे और फर्स्ट पेज पे लिखा होगा कि unplug the robot and you have been saved from the uprising.
हाँ.
बोलो
Okay,
next.
so the next book is, I don't think I should read it. You all only read it.
How to traumatize your children. 7 proven methods to help you screw up your kids deliberately and with skill. I love how they have said कि तुम खराब तो कर रहे हो मेंटल हेल्थ, लेकिन थोड़ा स्किल से करना चाहिए. ऐसा भी नहीं कि ऐसे ही कर दो. थोड़ा एकदम स्टाइल से.
मतलब planned and trained करना चाहिए.
Sold. Yes,
But I
sold.
don't.
I'm buying this book tomorrow. I'm keeping
But
it in
yeah,
stock.
I don't think as an Indian parent you need it. Sorry to
That's
all
true.
the parents watching this, but जरूरत नहीं है अपने को.
Yeah, I don't think as an Indian parent, you are somebody who can review this book. Forget writing it also. You are on the
Criticize.
Fact
board
check.
that is,
They can fact
Criticize.
check the book.
they can fact check. They can fact check and be like, अरे तू सिर्फ 7 लिखा, मैं और 30 बताता हूँ, रुक.
Yeah.
True.
Hmm.
Now the next book.
How
Tanishka,
to
you have to read this
Oh,
one.
wow.
Tanishka, you have to read this
Tanishka.
one.
How to succeed in business without a penis.
Peep.
Yeah.
Wow, guys.
And dude, this has
Yash.
been written January 1, 1997. What
No,
were
but
people doing back
Because
again-
in
then?
that time,
it's
that's all you needed for a business.
अरे भाई, it's a male privileged driven book. You read the blurb. ये book ऐसा time pass नहीं. I've actually made Tanishka read it because it's intended for women readers. So
Okay,
I want to
yeah.
read the description. A
Read the
book
Yeah,
blurb.
which
please read the description so that people don't attack us in the comments. It is a good
a book
book.
which a book which claims that women don't need a penis to succeed in business, but they do need balls. A power a power tool for every working woman. This title uncovers men's tricks of the trade, what to learn, what to spurn, and includes advice from successful women. Okay, I mean the title is like that, but the book is like
So,
maybe nice also.
in other words, mansplaining a woman on how to succeed.
Correct.
Okay, now it's not nice again.
Yeah.
2 minute के लिए तनिष्का fell for some marketing, but
Yeah.
Shwetansh read through it like a good person.
मतलब
And
इसका कॉपी
guys,
बहुत अच्छा लिखता है. Copywriting is great, but the
yeah,
message is
this
still
is
like belittling.
this is for all women who have made a new year resolution कि इस साल हम कुछ अच्छा करेंगे, इसलिए ये जनवरी
Bad
1
ass
को
bad.
रिलीज हुई थी और इसकी सारी सेल्स पहले 5 दिन में हुई थी एंड उसके बाद ये बुक कभी भी नहीं बिकी. Yeah.
True that. This book is like for your pets. It's a
ये क्या
Sorry,
टाइटल है भाई?
this is about
this is
cats. So I am now leaving the conversation. You can continue.
for the audience who does not know Tanishka, she hates cats. So go crazy in the comments. Tell her cats are also nice people. But anyways,
Cats are not people.
they are
No,
for me.
not.
Yeah, they are.
How to
So
talk to
anyways,
your cat about gun
हाँ,
safety and abstinence, drugs, Satanism, and other drugs, dangers that threaten their 9 lives. Love the title.
क्या book लिखा
Wonderful
है? क्या
title.
book लिखा?
Yeah.
The first thing, how they like go in that order: abstinence, drugs, Satanism, and other dangers. Lovely.
Yeah. And other dangers में तनिष्का आती है because she hates cats.
Correct.
The
No, I
description.
don't. I'm not going to cause any danger to any cat. So any cat parents in the comments, please don't attack me. I'm not going to cause any danger to your cat.
No, Tanishka sees a cat, and how funny it would be. Even though she hates cats, she jumps like them as soon as she sees them. Ekdam full
Guys,
hisses
I
and
think
all, and just jumps back.
I think now is a good time to give an explicit content disclaimer. Guys, please do not watch this with your parents. we this is not an episode to do to watch with your parents. We will block our parents as well from this episode.
Yeah. Shaitan's opening to edit this episode and realizing shit. सिर्फ
कुछ भी
40
नहीं
सेकंड
डाल
का
सकते.
एपिसोड है, उसमें 20 सेकंड इंट्रो, 20 सेकंड आउट्रो है.
Yeah.
क्योंकि जहाँ पे we have not talked about penis, we have talked about arranged marriages, which is again calling parents out.
Yeah. Yeah. Chal, I'll read
Okay.
the description. The cats of
Only
America
one.
are under siege. Long gone are the good old days when a cat's biggest worries were mean dogs or a bath. Disgusting. Modern cats must confront Satanists, online predators, the possibility of needing to survive in a post apocalyptic wasteland, and countless other threats to their 9 lives. For over 4 decades, the American Association of Patriots has stood at the vanguard of a country's defense by helping to prepare our nation's cat owners for the difficult conversations they dread having with their pets. And on this note, Yash, let's go on to the next book because this is super boring.
Okay, guys. This is a self-help book, but I'm not sure if someone can read it.
Dude, by the
For
way,
the target
second, just go
audience
back to the
cannot
previous
read this
book.
book.
Go back to the previous book. I'm saying this type of books won't work in India, dude. Like इधर आदमी safe नहीं है, cats तो बहुत दूर की बात है. इधर पहले आदमी की life important हो जाए, फिर बाद में cats का देखेंगे.
How to talk to your child about safety. But वो हो गया ना, ट्रॉमेटाइज कर दिया तो बच्चा वैसे तो क्विंट हो गया, मतलब
हाँ.
अब उसको कुछ
ये
ऐसे
यूपी
बाहर
में
जाने
बुक
में दिक्कत
चलेगी.
नहीं हो गया.
यूपी के लिए बुक बनी हुई है. Gun safety.
How to talk to your cat about gun safety. Audience from UP getting offended right here.
सुन बे बिल्लो,
ठीक है.
ये गन लेकर आएगा या
बिल्लो घोड़ा नहीं चलाएगी।
बिल्लो घोड़े के सामने मत नाच।
And then, dude, I'm imagining like 4 or 5 cats in the community have gotten together. तेरे पास कितना कट्टा है? हाँ? कितना कट्टा है तेरे पास?
And I'm imagining 4 or 5 cats saying, "Oh, तेरे पास कितना कट्टा है?"
For Spotify artists, Shwetansh is trying to mix UP and Bihar with their fascinating red paintings.
Yeah, it's art. It's abstract art. Yeah. यही
हाँ
अगर मैं
हाँ,
कैनवस
पान
पे
का
थूकता तो
पिचकारी।
चलता था तुम लोग को। हाँ, ये क्या यार, आर्ट
हाँ
रिकग्नाइज ही नहीं करते हो तुम लोग।
हाँ, तो तू पान खा फिर तू फिर तनिष्का वो पान वाली की एक्टिंग करेगी ना। मजा आया।
Yeah, I just know that there is one panwala somewhere in UP or Bihar who is giving people horrid and hideous kinds of pans, naming them Sheila Pan and Leila Pan and Magic Pan. And he's giving them to people, and then he's looking at them lose their shit, and he's just like, "Maja aaya, maja aaya."
That's exactly after that for some reason that reminds me of me going to swimming classes. When I came out, I'm struggling for breath. I almost drowned. हाँ, और वो इंस्ट्रक्टर मेरे को टपली मार के वापस पानी में गिरा रहा है and he's saying those exact words. मजा
मजा
आया।
मजा।
अबे मर
Yes.
जाऊंगा but मजा नहीं आया।
Yes, yes.
This
Go for it.
this book has a very confusing target audience. Huh, but then it's kind of like a guidebook. It's the title reads Fancy Coffins to Make Yourself. Schiffer book for woodworkers. Huh, but then somewhat it's like who want to who wants to get into like coffin making.
Again, this is not for most Indians because burning is how we do it.
No, you can.
Yeah.
How to burn yourself. That is also a book.
Hello, can we move on and remove him from this call? What is this destructive?
वायलेंट एकदम ना कट्टा। यूपी का बात क्या किया तू तो एकदम पर्सनली ले लिया रे।
अरे
इंस्पायर
बट
हो गया तू तो।
मैं तो राजस्थान से हूँ भाई, स्टेट ही अलग है यार, क्या बात कर रहा है?
नहीं नहीं, हाँ तुम्हारे इधर वो जरा होता है।
क्या होता है?
बराबर
बता क्या होता है? बोल,
है।
राजस्थान से
सेल्फ
ऑडियंस सुन
एमोलेट
रही
कर
है।
लेते ना। मैं
ओ
भी
बाल
भाई,
राजस्थान से
विवाह,
ही
ओ
हूँ।
भाई, यू
अरे वो
एक्चुअली
होता है ना
सेड इट।
बाल विवाह।
बाल विवाह क्या होता है भाई? सेल्फ एमोलेशन
बाल
होता
विवाह
है।
होता है जब तेरा एक स्टैंड ऑफ हेयर दूसरे स्टैंड ऑफ हेयर से शादी करता है। नेक्स्ट बुक, यश।
Shwetansh, oh my God.
इसका रील यही बनेगा। रील यही बनेगा, बाकी हमको मालूम नहीं।
सुमंगलम
Okay.
मंगलम। फिर एक
So
पॉइंट का
for
जैसा
the
शेमड़ी बन गई ऊपर।
for the Spotify audience, Shwetansh is trying to marry 2 strands of his hair. But ठीक है।
And for the
Now the last
Spotify
book.
podcast, Yash's hair will always be single. Because वो मुड़ ही नहीं रहे एक दूसरे की तरफ, बार बार मुकर जाते हैं, झगड़ा हो गया।
Wow. This I think
Yeah.
is a very this is again a very North Indian book. Now Tanishka, you will have to read
No,
it
but
because this applies to India.
I think what the author has done here, the कवि का तात्पर्य ये है कि वो इंडिया आया था और इंडिया से इंस्पायर होके जाके बुक लिखा है उसने। ये सारे टिप्स
Yeah.
एंड ट्रिक्स हमने उसको दिए हैं। So he should credit Indians for this. How to shit in the woods, third edition, guys, not even the first, third edition. An environmentally sound approach to a lost art, and I must say, it is a
So
lost art.
shitting in the woods is a lost art.
Yeah, it is a
अभी
lost
ये
art.
अभी ये कोई मतलब आदमी को जाके बोलेंगे यूपी में कि तू जो ये रोज सुबह लोटा लेके जाता है, इट्स अ लॉस्ट आर्ट।
He'll be like, भाई आर्ट वार्ट ठीक है, रुक जाओ, मेरे को जाने दो, मेहमान आ गए।
Full circle, guys, full circle. But imagine कोई सुबह लोटा लेके जा रहा है, हाँ, यूपी के खेत में, और 4 ऐसा यूनेस्को का गोरा लोग आके उसके आजू बाजू ऐसा वो सिक्योरिटी वाला टेप, येलो टेप लगा दिया है, और उधर ऐसा यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट का झंडा गाड़ दिया है।
4 जने वहां पे गिर रहे। वो ठीक है, वो जब साइट उठ के खत्म कर दिया उनने अपना काम, वो हेरिटेज साइट ने, उसके बाद कैन यू इमेजिन लाइक अ गाय इज होल्डिंग दिस बुक एंड गोइंग लाइक, अच्छा अभी क्या करना है, अच्छा अभी जिप खोल के पैंट उतारनी है, ओके 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 लेट मी डू दैट, अब क्या करना है, अच्छा अगर अभी बेंड करके बैठने का, ओ एक सेकंड छेद करना भूल गए, ओ नो झटपट हो गई, लेट्स स्टार्ट अगेन।
Yeah,
वाओ।
and huh, this book, the first and the second edition, what happened because it was reviewed by a person called Gary Robel. Now you don't care about what this person is, but what they
His actual
do
name was
is very
Ganesh
important.
Raval. Please, you mispronounced it.
अरे भाई, anyways, Ganesh Ravel is an outdoor photographer. So imagine how to shoot in the woods is reviewed by an outdoor photographer. I really question his career choices now.
Can you imagine he's
क्या
comparing two
बोलता
three
होगा?
photographs? हाँ.
अगर इंडियन पेरेंट्स को अगर इसको जस्टिफाई करना होगा तो कैसे करेगा ये? क्या काम करता है? इसका अरेंज मैरिज कैसे करेंगे भाई?
ही
क्या काम करता
आर
है?
हमारा बच्चा तो एक लॉस्ट आर्ट फॉर्म को डॉक्यूमेंट कर रहा है।
बचा रहा है।
बहुत, हाँ बहुत हार्ड जॉब है उसका, वो बहुत ध्यान रखता है, जहाँ जाता है वुड्स में लोगों के फोटो खींचता है।
हाँ, लोटे के साथ।
लोटे के साथ। You know what would be interesting? I want to see what apparatus they use to wash. I want
Apprentice.
I want to know that.
Apprentice.
Because photo mein he's still holding a
To
tissue paper,
laboratory को।
which is horrible.
तो-
Our dedication is amazing. हम लोग चलता फिरता जेट स्प्रे भी बना सकते हैं, तो that is yeah.
पिचकारी बोलते हैं उसको, बट ठीक है।
It's a
Oh
two
my
man job now.
God.
एक बंदा सामने आता है, पीछे से कोई एम करके फुल स्कोप करके। बुरा ना मानो होली।
Correct.
But also, guys, I was just reading the description, and I need confidence like Kathleen Mayer, because she has compared this with the Backpacker's Bible and other really, really important books, as you can read. And I think ऐसा अमेजिंग कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए कि तुम बोल रहे हो कि एक तरफ एक बुक तुम्हें सिखा रही है कि जंगल में कैसे सरवाइव करना है, और एक बुक सिखा रही है तो कि तुम्हें कैसे टिकाना है जंगल में, which is amazing.
Oh my.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that's amazing what people have done with their creativity in terms of self-help books. They've really gone far and wide, and they've really, I think, set the tone that self-help
Yash,
authors are the first readers and needers of what self-help content is.
I'm sorry to cut you off, brother, but I just want to read this line to you guys, both of you. The practice of packing it out, adopted to protect high use areas and fragile ecosystems, is here to stay. We are now often urged to haul our poop home, or with or with increasing frequency, the whole business is mandatory. To assist with all this responsible human waste disposal, Mayer's new edition features the latest in product innovations, from classy high tech.
Moving on, and thank you, Svetansh, for that lovely reading. I mean, enough of P and Poo jokes on that. We'd be grateful if the audience heard through till here. Tanishka, would
Yeah.
you have a few kind words to share? Oh, I'm sorry, you're a Punekar.
Oh my God.
It's mandatory Pune jokes, yes.
Kind words
Which is
on
also a lost
self-help
art,
in general, you mean?
I must add.
Self-help in general. Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, if it's working for somebody, like that's awesome. It's never worked for me, honestly, because every time I pick up a book, I'm just like reading, keep मतलब पीछे के side पे कि what this book is about. Then I'm googling the author कि इसका life इतना अच्छा था क्या कि इसने book ही लिख दिया कि तू
Yeah.
कैसा कर मैं को बताता हूँ. So then I
That's what
micro
she said.
पता पड़ा वो ओवरी वो इधर मुंबई में ओवरी पाड़ा मेट्रो स्टेशन के यहाँ बैठा हुआ है पूरी लाइफ। There is a station
Dude,
called that, guys.
Yeah,
Ovaripada. Yeah.
so yeah, that basically. So I'm by the end of it, I'm just like, "Arey hat tu kya batayega?" and I keep it back. So I
Yeah.
don't end up reading it. That is just my reaction to most self-help books. But if it works for somebody else,
but
But
I
yeah,
think the
that's what.
audience
Be
should
very. Huh.
actually let us know, yaar. You can write like what
Yeah.
you can write books in comments. If feel free to do that.
yeah,
If you
And let
can do
us
it,
know
let
if
us
you
know.
think otherwise as well. If you think like several books do help, I think like you have to be very mindful about all this. You can't be like a lot of people are reading self-help books and they're like, oh yeah, it's not working. I'm still not feeling great. It's still uh, things have not been solved in life. So be very mindful कि सिर्फ ये नहीं है source. Of course, self-help books do help, but only to a certain extent. Like you need to also
yeah,
take professional help, talk to your friends, and uh, yeah, and there are other ways also to get self-help and not only just read books. And also there are millions of self-help books, all are not worth it. I think we can say that with 100% conviction.
yeah.
Research about the book that you've read, as Tanishka said, author का एड्रेस निकाल पहले, वो देख इलेक्ट्रिस अडानी उसको बिल कहाँ भेज रहा है पहले वो देख, और जो घर का साइज है उस हिसाब से बुक पढ़ना. Okay guys, so yeah, yes, you were also saying कुछ.
I was saying, कि, please let us know if it actually works. And then we'd like to read it, and we'd like to make Shwetansh read it,
Yeah, that too.
If you haven't guessed, guys,
which
abhi tak, the
growls
person who
with
needs
every
help
passing episode.
is Tanishka. Yeah.
What rubbish! You said black. Black t-shirt and all. Get out.
Yeah.
That is actually a sign of helping, but okay.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, it was lovely talking to you all. Let us know in the comments if you have any self-help suggestions, or if you have any other thoughts about self-help books. We will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yash's internet needs big time help. हम बोलते हैं
No, bye on
कि
his behalf also, guys. Yash wishes all of you all the very well and a good day. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
यश, तू एटॉमिक हैबिट्स रोज अपने वाईफाई के लिए पढ़ा कर. लाइक रोज राउटर के पास जा और उधर ऐसे पढ़. इट्स ओके, एवरीथिंग विल बी ओके. ये कर रोज रात को. चलो मजेश.
Correct, dude. Correct.
Take pineapple syrup.